Today, I'm excited to walk you through how we used SRE principles and advanced machine learning to solve a real business pain point: fraud in MCCA reimbursement. The fraudulent activities within the Michigan Catastrophic Claim Association reimbursement system rents industry billions annually, with insurance fraud $40 billion in loss across all non-health insurance sectors. The MCCA faces increasingly sophisticated challenges. The traditional detection method rely on manual review and rule-based system have proven inadequate at transforming fraud prevention in the MCCA reimbursement landscape. So, the scale of insurance fraud. A fraud in insurance is not new, but it's growing. US insurance fraud costs over 40 billion a year, excluding health insurance. MCCA reimbursements are particularly vulnerable due to high value nature of medical claims. Traditional systems catch fraud late or not at all. Imagine catching it after millions are paid out. That is not sustainable. We need a real time intelligence system. The MCCA auto insurance claims that exceed standard coverage thresholds, making it particularly vulnerable to high value fraud schemes. These sophisticated operations often involve networks of providers, attorneys, and claimants working in concert to exploit the system. The financial impact extended beyond direct losses, affecting premium rates for all policyholders, and the limitation of fraud detection. A legacy method involves manual review and rule based systems. Problems are Rules are outdated and easy for fraudsters to work around. Manual process do not scale. We are talking about thousands of claims per week, data silos across systems, and jurisdiction limit context. The results, which is most fraud is detected after the post payment, and some is not caught at all. The traditional methods struggles to adapt to emerging fraud patterns. High value claims present particular challenge environment where sophisticated fraud schemes can easily bypass conventional detection approach. So, advanced machine learning advantages. The machine learning models learn patterns and it uncovers and improves with the data, can now flag suspicious claims before payout, reducing risk and operational burden. The machine learning adds speed, scale, consistency, the things which humans alone can't manage effectively. So, advanced machine learning transforms fraud detection by hunting a new and processing vast amounts of data instantaneously. These systems can identify subtle connection between seemingly unrelated claims and detect organized fraud rings that might otherwise remain hidden. Learning technologies, which is CNN, to scan images, data from medical documents and detect tampering or duplication, which is basically visualize the data such as medical images, accident photos, and scan documents, and then it can detect manipulated or inconsistency imagery often used in the fraud. It excels at identifying suspicious patterns in claim histories, treatment sequences, and billing chronology that human reviewers might miss. And the last one is transformer models, state of the art natural languages processing technology that examines narrative descriptions in the claims for inconsistencies or language patterns associated with them. Is that these technologies have demonstrated a 23% improvement in fraud detection accuracy compared to earlier methods, substantially reducing losses while streamlining the claim process for using modern processing tools like Kafka, Flink. We are enabled sub-second fraud detection. Claims are now screened in real time with the alert generated before funds are released. This drastically reduces false positives. Now focus on only on high risk prioritized cases. With the advanced machine learning system, it's going to be enable near instant fraud detection, and it's going to reduce the time between the claim submission and fraud identification. The speed is crucial for high value MCCA claims. where early detection can prevent substantial loss and reduce the complexity of recovery efforts. So, the real time analysis allows insurers to intervene before payments are issued, shifting from a reactive to proactive fraud prevention approach. Federated learning for cross jurisdiction data sharing. So, a breakthrough in data collaboration, federated learning, it allows our agencies to train shared models without sharing sensitive data. Each party trained local shares not raw data, serving compliance and privacy. This helps us identify cross fraud rings without violating data laws. So, this federated learning allows insurer, regulators, and MCCA collaboration on fraud detection while maintaining data privacy. And this approach achieves 85 to 90% of centralized detection accuracy while keeping sensitive data within its original jurisdiction, enabling unprecedented cross organization collaboration. So, the measurable business impact. And you can see these results are speaking the volume. 50% drop in fraudulent payouts in pilot areas, reduce manual review by 70%, and positive rate drop, meaning fewer delays for genuine claims. All this leads to better customer satisfaction, which is report 50 to 60 reduction in fraudulent losses within the first year of deployment. And additionally, there's a 40 to 50% decrease in manual review as AI systems handle routine screening, allowing human investigators to focus on complex cases requiring expert friction in the claims, claim process, and increasing overall satisfaction. Emerging technologies and future directions. So these emerging technologies, what is next? The processes are evolving, and so must we. So what are the next gen capabilities with biometric, which is basically a multi-factor that combines facial recognition, document verification, this advanced system that can authenticate medical records, police reports, and other documentation by analyzing the microscopic printing patterns, digital signature, and constant consistency. And the predictive modeling, this is next generation algorithm that identifies potential fraud schemes before they materialize by analyzing emerging patterns and anomalies across the industry. These technologies prevents cutting edge of fraud prevention, offering the MCCA and insurers unprecedented capabilities to stay ahead of increasingly sophisticated fraud schemes. Each builds up upon the foundation of current machine learning language systems while addressing. So, what are the regulatory compliance considerations when we are using the explainable results that can be justified to regulators and policyholders? This includes documentation of training, data sourcing, and decision factors, data privacy compliance, maintaining compliance with the state and federal privacy regulations while leveraging comprehensive data for fraud detection. This requires robust data guards to prevent discriminatory outcomes in automated fraud detection systems with regular audit potential bias. Human oversight intervention. So, we need to establish protocols where human experts review algorithm decisions, particularly for high ML implementation requires a careful attention to regulatory requirements and ethical standards. By designing system with the compliance in mind from the outset, insurers can avoid regulatory fit while maximizing fraud detection. The implementation, first we need to assess the current process, which is we need to evaluate the current vulnerability and data readiness. Start at small. We need to start with the pilot program and start with the targeted implementation high risk areas. Trained models, iterate, train the staff, and develop AI human collaboration. Scale gradually, adding more claim types and integrating across regions. So the key was cross functional collaboration and agile iterations. Successful implementation of AML for MCCA fraud prevention requires a strategic approach. Begin with a thorough assessment. of current fraud vulnerabilities and data management capabilities, develop a pilot program, target high risk claims categories to demonstrate early wins, and refine the system. Gradually scale the solution across all claims types while fostering an organizational culture that effectively combines human expertise with the mission intelligence. This balanced approach delivers a great impact while minimizing disruption to existing operations. Thank you.